皆さんこんにちは and welcome to Shogo's podcast. So today guys, I'd like to talk a little bit about the recent post I made on YouTube. I just said recent, but I don't know when I'll be able to post this podcast, so I don't know when you're going to be listening to this. I'm pretty sure you saw it. I always post a weekly post, which is the questions from the comments. I want to kind of answer the comments in a rather, what should I say, organized way every week, because I do receive a lot of questions in the comments. And actually, Tomoko and Kazu finds those comments for me, screenshots them, and sends me those questions, and I try to find the answer and talk about it. Yeah. But recently, I actually made a post talking about can LGBTQ couples stay at love hotels? And I just simply said that yes, there recently are more and more hotels where LGBTQ couples can stay together. But unfortunately, there are still many hotels where they do not allow two men to stay together, unfortunately. And the reasons they think up of random reasons, but I honestly believe it's probably sexism and so on and forth. That was basically the story. And I was kind of expecting this, to be honest, but there were a lot of negative comments on it, saying that Shogo, I can't believe you're on those guys' side, or on, oh wow, you just gave me the perfect reason to unsubscribe, thank you very much, or so on and so forth, those kind of comments, or Japan is going down the wrong way, or falling down, and all that kind of stuff. And I just wanted to share in this podcast about my opinions towards such comments. So one thing I absolutely want to say with everything, actually, about gender equality problems or inequality problems or LGBTQ problems or maybe problems of race or skin color and everything, my opinion is that it's best to try to create a world where everyone can have equal chances. I think that's the goal. It's really difficult to make everything completely equal, right? Like, I think everything recently, especially for gender equality too, that it's gone too far, that it's kind of coming back, if that makes sense, Yeah. I really feel that there are specific things that men are better at doing or women are better at doing. Yeah. And that's okay. I mean, that's the reason why we are biologically different, right? We have our roles. And it's okay that women are better at such things because their brains are different. Men's are better at certain things because their bodies and brains are different. That's completely fine. That's the reason why we're different. Difference is not a bad thing, right? The only bad thing that I believe exists is that because of the differences, the chances that we get to have are different. And that is definitely unfair. But at the same time, for example, because gender are completely equal, will I, for example, force my wife to hold on to the same amount of luggage that I would hold? Where for example, I have a lot of suitcases or bags to go on a trip. Would I have my wife hold on to the same amount as I would? That would be a no, because I'm taller than her. I'm much stronger than her. I'd rather carry the bags for her, right? That kind of stuff. That's completely fine. Why not work together and cooperate, right? The only problem is that, why am I saying the same thing over and over, guys? I'm saying the same thing over and over, aren't I? I really hate it when I do that. Anyways, you get my point, right? Yeah. The problem is, for example, when someone is looking for a job and they get rejected because they're a certain skin color, because they believe in a certain religion, or because they're a woman, or because they're a man, that kind of stuff. That's not good. That's not good if they are treated differently or given different chances, levels of chances because of it. That's a problem. And otherwise, I personally believe that you have the right to choose whatever you want to. Yeah. So I personally believe, so if you want to love someone the same sex as you, that's completely fine. What's wrong about that? What's going to be affecting you, right? You can love whoever you want to. The person in front of you can love whoever they want to, and that's the end of the story, from my point of view. Yeah. But at the same time, I completely understand what the people who are negative, seeing negative things about the LGBTQ community, those kind of people, I completely understand. It's just like the battle between people who eat meat, people and vegetarians, vegans. It's the same battle that's going on everywhere. Certain people within those groups or communities are very violent. and very violent verbally, sometimes physically too. So that is the one point I wanted to emphasize here. This is my belief. Let me try to sort this out. So basically, I believe that everyone should have equal chances. No matter which topic we're going to be talking about, everyone should have equal chances, but it's okay that we have different roles because of our differences. That's completely fine. That's how society is supposed to work. So I personally believe that you are allowed to love whoever you want to, do whatever you want to, go wherever you want to. We're all free. We should all have those rights and justice, freedom. Yeah, and that is justice. But one thing is, this part is really important. I am, as I've said so many times before in my previous podcast too, but I'm always very much against violence. Now, if any of these things I just said about the rights, about being equal, being able to choose whatever you want to, if any of these things leads to violence, any form of violence, not just physical violence, but mental, mentally attacking someone, abusing someone, maybe writing on the internet, those kind of stuff too, including all of these things, trying to hurt someone, the actions of trying to hurt someone or hurt a group, or anything. All of these things I'm completely against, no matter who they are. And the people who want to spread vegetarian, eating like vegetarians, or trying to spread the right of LGBTQ, or of women, or all of these kind of things. If their actions to try to make change leads to any form of violence, I'm against it. And it's not because they are a certain group, it's because they're relying on violence for communication. I always say violence is the most immature way of communication that a human being can do. And I am always thoroughly against it. So on the other hand, if it doesn't violate this principle I have, if it doesn't lead to violence, everyone has the right to do whatever they want to, including everything. If they want to do art, they can do art. If they want to do music, they can do music. If they want to do sports, they can play sports if they want to. That is my belief. No one has the right to say to someone that you shouldn't be doing that, or you cannot do that, if that person's actions do not lead to violence. This is the opinion that I really want to say. Because in the end, no one can fully understand what other people are thinking. In the end, it's impossible. We say, imagine being in their shoes kind of thing. It's impossible to do that, though. It's impossible to be in some other people's shoes. For example, if you are not included in the LGBTQ community, for example, you cannot fully understand their struggles, the troubles they went through, the stress they feel in everyday life. It's impossible to feel that, right? Then why do you go up and tell them to shut up, or you're making the society, dirty or filthy? Or to me too, I can't believe you talked about this. You just made my whole day terrible. All of these kind of comments. Why would you say these things? Why do you think that you have the right to say these things to anyone? I do not understand. But again, at the same time, I've seen them before too. Those violent people in any group of any belief that they have, I've seen them before, and I'm against those groups. Absolutely. Yeah. But at the same time, your response to their actions is, again, violence. In that case, that's the same level. You're at the same level if you're going to be answering using violence, or replying to violence at using violence, right? So that is one thing I just wanted to make really clear here in this podcast, and to you, my friends who are listening to this. So in the end, I really do not care about the comments in the post. I am starting to gradually, seriously change, by the way. I can sit here and directly tell you that I really don't care about those comments. If you want to unsubscribe, I'm very happy you're gone, to be honest. Me talking about a general thing, answering a general question of can LGBTQ couples stay at a love hotel? Me answering, yes, you can. If you're going to be calling me some kind of weird person because I've answered a question of how Japan is really like today, then go ahead and please unsubscribe and never come back, because I don't want to see you in my comments anymore, right? Yeah, so Yeah, but so I'm really really happy that I was able to change like this. I'm pretty sure a year back on this podcast channel, I would probably be saying something completely different. But thanks to you guys listening to me every day talk about these things, I've definitely been able to sort my thoughts out, and change absolutely for the better. So I just wanted to say thank you very much, and again, yeah, thank you so much for listening to my completely personal opinions. So then everyone, as I always say, the ultimate goal of my life is to make all Japan lovers' dreams come true. So I know there's a lot of people studying Japanese willing to come to Japan to travel, study, or work, or even train in traditional culture and such. However, I am very afraid that Japan will not be able to make everyone's dreams come true in the future because we're facing a lot of social problems, we are losing our traditional culture, and the younger generations who are supposed to be carrying on the good things about Japan are dying because of all the social issues being shoved against them. So I really want to dedicate my life trying to make Japan a better place. I want to try to solve the social problems, preserve and evolve traditional culture, and also help out the younger generations so they can have a better future. And to do that, the nearest goal I have right now is to achieve 2 million subscribers by January 2023 in our main channel. So all your likes and comments will help to boost my videos to new viewers who have never seen my channel before. It'd be great if you can help me out. Alright, thank you so much, guys. By the way, I don't know when I'll be posting this podcast, but at least from the point of recording, I'm really, really excited. I'm actually finally going to be able to buy my real katana soon. This real katana I'm going to be buying, the first real katana we're going to be buying is actually the one that we're going to be using for the tourism industry. So it's going to be something that we'll be buying and using for the beginners, that will be coming to our experience. But though that will still be our first katana, our real katana, so I think we will be using it in our personal training too until the experience actually starts. But I'm just really excited. I'm going to be buying it from Tozando-san, and I will be making another Journey for Katana series, so I hope you can look forward to that too. Alright then everyone, thank you so much. I'll talk to you again soon.